Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside David Collier, Lucas White behind the glass today. Dubis Gut Genug. As always, it is a Friday here. You can tell us anything you want to on the Yates Flooring Center chat line, and we will Ron Burgundy it. Anything you want to write there, we will say it on air. Don't get us fired, don't get us in trouble. But we will talk about anything you want to talk about there on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. You can find that in several places. First and foremost, the apps brought to you by Happy State Bank. Also the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com. And you can also find us on the telephone lines. You can call in 806-771-0973. And if you do that, you'll be speaking on the Visual Edge IT hotline. Do you remember that Drake song? Something about a hotline?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
Bling, yeah.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
Sure.
What's your favorite Drake song?
That is impossible for me to say.
Sure, because you like so many of them.
Yes.
He does a remix of Dubis Gut Genug.
Could you give the background to this?
It's German. It means you are good enough, David.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dubis Gut Genug. It's a viral song right now. I can't get it out of my head.
It's got a really nice beat, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the theme for Monday will be German songs then.
Sure, yeah.
If you're listening right now, there you go. We've already decided it.
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, and then that one.
And then that one, Dubis Gut Genug. I have to stay off TikTok and Instagram because I just get these songs that are trending in my brain. I can't get them out. For weeks, it was, you never take me to Bangladesh. You never cook me sausage on an open flame.
Haven't heard that one. I haven't spent enough time on TikTok, I think. That's probably the issue with me.
You need to stay off of it. Though we have seen a lot of Texas Tech players dancing in the last 2 days because of Media Day photos.
Uh-huh.
They've done they call it Media Day. The Tech...
Wow.
If you're watching on the YouTube stream...
Yeah, that's not going to work either.
Doing crazy things with his hair.
I didn't fix my hair today.
Oh. You want some pomade?
Same? Yeah.
Media Day will be officially next Tuesday after next.
Yes.
They always do the, take photos and for the rosters and the little videos they do and the GIFs they put out. So those were all shot in the last couple days. Anyways, we saw Kirk Francis in uniform dancing, along with Trey White and Jet Carpenter, maybe.
I saw a GIF. I think AJ Holmes. I didn't really spend much time on social media yesterday either.
Felix Ojo and Chase Campbell and some more young guys got with the screenshot of the stop it right on 5 seconds thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they tricked them all into thinking they stopped it exactly on 5 seconds. And they all went crazy and they were like, wait, are you pranking me? Anyways, the Bangladesh song was stuck in my head from TikTok. And I'm afraid there's a new one that's earworming me. And it's this little white dog that is just walking around calmly. And the gentleman starts playing the piano. The dog just starts going crazy. And they've Pavlov the dog for treat time. And then this old woman comes in and starts singing about the treats. And that song is stuck in my head. She sings the same song to this dog every single night, and the dog goes bananas for her treats. And then she runs off and eats them. And it's a little... Are you familiar with a greenie?
No.
A little dog treat called Greenies.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
It's like a little tooth.
Yeah, my dog won't eat those.
Neither will my parents' dog.
And he will hide it, and then if you try to go get it, he's like, "No, that's mine, dude. You gave it to me."
Yeah, Indian giver, yeah. Greenies. Time to eat your greenies, yeah.
That's what you were singing earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I prefer Dubis Scoot Ganoog right now.
Is there any way you could put the two of them together? You know, those are things you see on TikTok.
Yeah, a little
You see
mashup.
Yeah, mash that up. You got editing equipment. Mash it together.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I would assume that is...
Get Brennan on that.
Yeah, we'll do that. We're also potentially going to shoot a behind the scenes here, an Odyssey meme video today. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Have you seen the meme of Matt Damon strapped to the mast?
Nope.
You really haven't been on social media.
I'm kind of off this week.
Have you seen Emeril Lagasse clips coming out?
I have seen that, yeah.
Dude, I watched that show so much. I don't remember all the audiences just being drunk dudes.
Yeah, I did see that. I was like, are we sure that was the case?
They've shot to the audience 4 or 5 times.
I know,
It's just
but
dudes. I mean, maybe he had some guy night like episodes.
yeah,
But I remember it being like families.
I didn't watch it enough to.
Oh, I watched
know that, yeah.
I watched Emeril Lagasse all the time. I love that show. And then he had another show later on. It's more of like a talk show kind of thing. Did you ever watch 30-Minute Meals with Rachel Ray?
Yeah, because that was on. I believe that was on ABC.
Well, she had a Rachel Ray talk show later on.
Yeah, she did. I know.
30-Minute Meals was on the Food Network.
I did watch that in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
I liked Rachel Ray.
Yeah. Whatever happened to her? She's still doing the show? No, she's not doing that.
I don't know. I've not tuned into the Food Network and.
No, not that. I was at the ABC show. She's not doing that.
Oh, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I don't believe so. So it's Friday. You can text us anything you want on the Yates Flooring Center chat line.
It took you a while to get back to that.
We'll have some... we didn't have any baseball last night. We had a little bit from across the country, but not a whole lot that we care about. Tonight, Astros versus Davis Martin on 100.7 The Score. We'll also have Rangers Mariners on Double T 97.3. So you can tune into both those games tonight. We'll talk about both those games today. We'll pick the Big Ten and the MAC today. The Big Ten and the MAC. What?
We had a pre-show meeting, and you did not mention the Big Ten or the MAC.
Well, I was catching you up from the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Well, I told you all the picks we had already made. I just assumed you had followed along.
I haven't been on social media this week.
I said it verbally.
I don't follow you on social media.
You have my notifications on, bro.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. It is time for the question of the day. Excuse me. We're going to go non-sports here. It is, the middle of July. The end of July. Toward the end of July. This year is going by so fast. I feel like it's been a pretty quick summer.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have news the entire summer, whether it be softball or off the field stuff.
That's true. When baseball was going to Omaha, it did seem to shorten the summer, and now you're going to Oklahoma City. And then obviously, right out of Oklahoma City, you're going to spring football.
Oh, that, yeah. Too.
And then spring football to court, because Brendan Sorsby's, 2 days after, the day of the spring game? The day after the spring game? Whatever it was.
It was after.
Within a couple of days of the spring game, you're trying to settle in and saying, Sorsby threw 3 picks at the spring game. What do you think he's going to do on the field? Well, Nothing. And then it was, well, he could do something on the field because all this stuff is happening. And then you're basically all the way to Big 12 media days. And then just a few weeks later here, you're setting up for Texas Tech media days a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, not much of a summer. I'll tell you that much. I wish. I'm happy we have all of the things to talk about, without a doubt. I could have done without the saga.
Yeah. Well, you say saga, I say saga.
College University, you know what I'm saying?
Let's call the whole thing off.
See you later. Have a good weekend.
Goodbye. It is time for the question of the day. You can answer it on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. I said I was going to do non-sports. I was kicking around the idea of doing like how do you cool off? Because it's been 100 degrees every day this week. What's your favorite way to cool off? Kind of question.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about going down to the pool in my apartments. I don't ever go down there. No one ever goes down there. Whenever I drive by and see somebody at the pool, it's like, wow, somebody's at the pool today. Because we have two pools, and the second pool was just not open for years. It was open when I got there and then, like, closed for a couple years for some reason. But it's recently opened again, but I guess nobody goes over to that one. Anyways, I've been thinking about going down to the pool. So I was going to ask, how do you cool off in the summer? It's 100 degrees. Are you reaching for a popsicle? Are you getting a cold beer? How do you cool off? So I was going to do that. But with the Duke news this morning, if you could have a season where you play, or let's call it a 2-year window. You have a 2-year window where you could play one non-conference opponent in football, basketball, softball, baseball, and go home and away, and maybe they're like you're playing football home, basketball on the road 1 year, and then flip them the next year. Softball, baseball on the road, flipping them the next year. But if you could play one school all the way through the year in a 2-year window, who would it be?
UCLA.
Really?
Good at softball.
Yeah.
Good at baseball.
Yeah.
Above average in basketball. And then football just...
Certainly historical in basketball.
Yeah.
You got Mick Cronin to
Guess
deal with.
You want to see Mick here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
A post-game press conference might be worth it. You could go in there and just try to troll him.
Did you yell at me?
No.
It's on tape. We all saw it. UCLA is an interesting pool. Potentially, you have USC on the schedule. Potentially, you have a football game to talk about with USC at some point, but it's not a home game. I'm thinking my first thought to answer the question that I was asking.
Okay, I guess I'll wait. Go ahead.
The first thought was like stadiums. Like, where would you want to go?
Yeah, that's true.
And then like Ohio State. Like, would you want to go? What do they call that one? The Horseshoe?
The Horseshoe, yeah.
Would you want to go to the Horseshoe or Duke basketball? I'd love to play that game at home.
I would like to go there because I've
Cameron Indoor.
I've been to the outside of Cameron Indoor. I've never been inside of it, so I would like to go in there and watch a basketball game.
But it's also
even
like
volleyball. I would just like to go in there.
It's also like with the sports, you also want competitive, and like RPI games in baseball and softball.
You know what?
I've got an answer.
I have an answer too, and it's not necessarily a great one. I wouldn't want to see it happen, but I think a lot of people would. You got a softball field that you have never played in.
Uh-huh.
2 of the better programs. 1 ended somebody's dynasty, allegedly. One of them just won a national title in baseball, and 2 good friends. One of them has a really crappy basketball program, and another one has a SEC football program.
Yeah.
I think if you could somehow agree to have Oklahoma and Texas Tech play again, in all of those besides basketball, I think they would all be good games. And a built-in rivalry and the hatred, right?
Certain, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hatred is
No, I'm
a strong word.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Pretty sure.
It's probably in softball.
No, most sports. I think besides that. Well, no, there's a lot of hate for one of my favorite players of all time. I think is a really good dude, Hollis Price.
Oh, I thought you were going Trae Young there.
No, Hollis Price.
I was also thinking SEC,
Yeah,
LSU.
that would be great.
Because it's like great football stadium, especially if you get a night game.
And that's why I would.
And it's, playoff caliber team, potentially.
Baseball, too.
Baseball, softball.
Softball.
You get an SEC team on the schedule.
Will Wade. That one.
Will Wade.
I would take that one just because you've been to Norman. You've played in Norman. Right.
Though I have said if you're playing one of these, former Big 12 schools out of the SEC, I would want to play Oklahoma.
Why is that?
Alabama, too.
And I think I don't want to deal with Texas, and I don't care about Missouri.
No, okay.
It's kind of the lesser of three evils there.
No,
Alabama.
nothing evil about Missouri. It's just nothing.
Because I know there's been a lot
It's a
of
college,
comparison
basically.
lately of Texas Tech and Alabama.
I mean, any SEC school really is like Arkansas. You could find a lot of juice. Arkansas all the way down. Probably not as much juice as some of these others.
Georgia.
I think Arkansas would do it. Georgia, certainly. Like the basketball one would be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're playing Georgia. That's nice.
Anthony Edwards, dog.
Sure, yeah. Russell Chua. But it just doesn't seem like. I mean, there are obviously, like if you say Texas.
Yeah, and that's why the Oklahoma.
And I think LSU and Oklahoma. I think Arkansas would be like right on the cusp of some of those types of feelings. And you're playing Arkansas home and home in football already.
And it's all of them too. That's it. Like I would even take Arkansas over Oklahoma just because the basketball potentially would be better, right? And the baseball and the softball are going to be good because you have a kind of a history with the baseball part of it. No, I think I like those, but therein lies the what I was excited about with the move. You get the newness of playing in all of these stadiums you never played in, as Oklahoma and Texas get to do now. I mean,
right? Yeah,
I would much prefer to start something up against one of those schools just to see that atmosphere and see what that is.
You've certainly played in Baton Rouge and men's basketball several times.
Yeah, the basketball part of that is just strictly beating Will Wade.
Football game would be awesome.
Oh, it would be so amazing.
This texture says Oregon. I think Oregon would be a great one. We'll continue on after this. Check the calendar on the other side.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I've got another one.
Okay, another school.
Yeah.
We've got Texas State with the only in-state school I'd want to play. UCLA was a good answer. That's from Eric on Wheels. He says Arkansas would be his SEC school.
I think I have another SEC school I would go with.
Okay. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Now, you've had some juice potentially in softball recently.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic football stadium in history.
Yeah.
Basketball national championships. So it's not Florida?
No.
I think Florida would be really good because you get Ben Hill Griffith Stadium, the Swamp.
I think this other stadium just blows that one out of the water, but okay.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's two schools you've had a softball drama with recently.
Yeah.
So I've got
the
other one.
Orange?
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
But you've also put Florida out of the NCAA tournament and been put out by them.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years.
There's so many options here, dude.
So I think Florida would be really good.
Seems like you're an SEC team.
And you've played them in Omaha several times.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of juice with Florida. Tennessee would be great as well. Yeah, Tennessee.
I mean, you'd certainly have it on the softball
They
field.
could throw mustard and golf balls at you, and you could throw batteries and frozen water bottles at them.
Or tortillas.
Or tortillas, yeah. It'd be a non-Big 12 game, so you could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah. Baseball could potentially be good, right?
Sure, yeah.
Women's
Is
basketball.
Frank Anderson coming back?
If we throw that in there too. Men's basketball, you get to see Rick Barnes again.
Yeah, if he's still there.
Yeah. Seems like he's kind of a vampire to me. He's got a little pointy ears. So I think he's going to be around for a while. Man, there's a lot of.
I think Tennessee and Florida would be good.
Both of yeah.
So I'd go LSU, Tennessee, Florida would be my top 3 probably out of the SEC.
Yes, I threw the other one out there just because of proximity, and I still think.
I think
there would be some juice there.
Yeah, and I think that could realistically happen. More so than some of the others.
Yes.
Except in softball. Let's hit the calendar, Lucas.
Why is that?
It's National Primo Day. Shout out to the cousins out there. It's also National Tequila Day. Does tequila make your clothes fall off, David?
No, not that I know of.
It's Amelia Earhart Day. You know, I always thought there was an N in there. It's Earhart.
You thought it was Earnhardt?
Yeah. Just me?
The Aviator?
I would have said, yeah, the aviator Amelia Earhart.
Today
just
is
like the
her birthday.
Intimidator?
Okay, it's her birthday, yeah. It is National Self-Care Day. What do you do to self-care, David?
Not much.
Yeah, I normally, okay. I thought you were saying you unplug and relax for self-care.
No,
You just don't self-care.
Yeah, don't self-care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucas, what do you do to self-care?
Honestly, I really don't.
What do you do, Rob? Since apparently you're a big self-care guy.
Well, I mean, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I sit in a dark room. Is that self-care?
Sure. You do you, man. Steal the line from the guy that's not sitting here this week because he's on vacation self-caring.
National Drive-Thru Day. National Marine Week, and not the few, the proud, the fish. It's also Tell an Old Joke Day. What do you get when you mix a duck and wheat?
What's that?
Quackers.
Barry Bonds turned 62 years old today. Rick Fox, 57. Karl Malone, 63. Drake London, 25. Marquise and Mike Pouncey, the twins, they turned 37 years old today. And then we have Alora Fraser turning 51. Jennifer Lopez, 57. Mitch Grassi, 34. And like we mentioned already, Amelia is celebrating her, where would you rank the whole conspiracy theories on her disappearance and everything? On a list of...
What's the conspiracy theory?
I mean, did she crash in the ocean? Did she land on an island? All these questions.
And get lost? I guess I didn't know there was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I thought she just crashed.
Yeah,
did she crash in the ocean, or did she crash on land, or...
Oh, I guess I need to look into the Amelia Earhart stuff. I always thought she just went down to the ocean and it was just accepted.
Yeah, because she ran out of gas. Fuel, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
This section says she wasn't a NASCAR driver. Yeah, duh.
The intimidating aviator.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing David said was the aviator? That's flying planes.
Well, I was playing off the intimidator. That's what I was doing. Hey, Rob, what's the difference between a sock and a photographer?
What's the difference between a sock and a photographer? I don't know, David. What is it?
One takes 5 toes. The other takes photos.
I like it. I like it.
On this day in 2017, gentlemen, former Red Raider Josh Tomlin pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, struck out 6, and a 6-2 win over the Cincinnati Reds. Josh Tomlin, Danny Coulomb, AJ Ramos season in full effect. I did not look at sports on this day, even though I should probably go to that 20 years ago today Twitter feed and just read some of those off. Instead, we're just going to go straight to movies. Have you heard of The Chosen, released in 2015 on this day? I'm just creeped out by the picture there.
Oh, that is not what I thought it was. No,
I'm intrigued, and I'll have to look into that afterwards. But it's very creepy.
I will not look into that.
Don't look into the eyes. Orphan, released on this day in 2009.
Another one I will not look into.
Yeah, that's another creepy close-up. How about La Bamba?
Lubbock, Texas?
1987. Johnny Tsunami, released on this day in 1999.
Yeah. Live on Disney, baby.
1998, Saving Private Ryan.
Great film.
Oh, here's a solid one. I love this one. Not this one. Southpaw, released in 2014.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
It's a decent boxing movie.
Let's see. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, 1987.
What? I didn't know there was a fourth one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Quest for Peace?
Yep, The Quest for Peace. High Noon, 1952.
High Noon. Oh, 52, yeah, I don't know. Is that
Former marshal is preparing to leave town with his bride when he learns that the man
Bogart?
he wants in prison is coming to town to exact his revenge. Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper. Got that Gary Cooper charm, David.
Yeah. Disturbing Behavior, released in 1998. And I think my favorite out of all of these movies, even Saving Private Ryan, on this day in 1996, A Time to Kill. Do you remember A Time to Kill? Sandra Bullock, Samuel L. Jackson.
She's like a tech.
Matthew. No.
Oh, what's
Matthew
that one?
McConaughey is a lawyer. In
Oh,
this, right?
yes.
Right? Yeah. This is.
Yes. Yeah. And Samuel L. Jackson murders the assaulter of his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
Duck walks into the bar, asks the bartender, "Got any grapes?" Bartender said,
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
"Welcome back, 100.7 The Score is the End of the Bench." Couple of texts here. We also will pick some Big Ten champions and MAC champions. But I do want to answer this first. This section says, "Am I alone in thinking we shouldn't expect the defense to be as elite as it was last year? I know we have a great returning production and great portal additions, but we lost a lot of NFL talent, including arguably the best 2 defensive players in college football last season, and that is David Bailey and Jacob Rodriguez. You also lost Lee
Some would
Hunter.
say top 3 player in the nation.
Yeah, some would. Did you see Heisman finalist Diego Pavia was cut from the Baltimore Ravens yesterday?
I did see that. He A.J. McCarron'd it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're not alone. So hopefully that provides you some solace.
No,
You could be a touchdown worse this year, and you'd still be the best defense in the Big 12.
Yes.
I think that's why it's like the defense is still going to be good. You were so incredibly elite last year that you could take a massive step back and still be the best Big 12 defense.
Yeah.
And still a top 20 defense nationally.
Yeah, I've never said I think they're going to be the same exact thing.
Right.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, but if you're again, you gave up 10 points a game in Big 12 play last year. And darn near shut out 3 opponents. So are you going to be able to do that again? You're going to play some different offenses. Obviously, I think Oklahoma State is going to be an offense that challenges you, especially at that point in the season.
Potentially.
Well, they will challenge you offensively. I think you could potentially score on them as well. So you're looking at just a different type of season. We just saw David Collier on the broadcast, or we're about to see David Collier on the broadcast.
Really?
Yep.
What did I do?
We're watching the BYU game in Lubbock.
Oh, yeah. It was
There he
catch
is.
in the corner.
There he is.
Yeah,
Look at
there I
David
am.
Collier.
Yeah.
Live on the ESPN.
Yeah.
ABC.
Oh, followed by Pat
Followed by Pat. Just 2.
trying to dance.
And Brittany. Just 3 celebrities right there, back to back to back. David Collier, Patrick Mahomes, and Brittany Mahomes. What a trio. If you could drink a beer with one of those 3.
I'd probably go Pat.
So the defense...
I've taken so many pictures of Patrick Mahomes drinking at softball the last 2 years. I'm good.
So the defense, I mean,
Paparazzi.
I would say it would be borderline. You would be more alone to think that the defense will be as elite as last year.
Yeah.
I think more people think it's going to take some sort of step back, but the step back is still going to be one of, if not the best defenses in the Big 12. And that's not a shot at the Big 12. Some people are going to hear that and say, well, yeah, the Big 12 is a spare conference, and it stinks. That's my age cop voice. See?
Sounds like a...
Don't
like
make
an
me
old
get
school
my
cop,
Tommy
yeah.
gun, eh? See?
You need a cigar.
Yeah. So I do think that you're going to take a step back. Yeah, but again, I mean, you could take a giant leap backwards and be the best. You could give up 10 more points a game, and the margins get thinner. It'd be much more difficult to go undefeated. But if you're going into the whole deal here, I think you have a real opportunity. That's a very long text right there. Okay, let's pick some more conference champions. Just to update, David Collier has caught up with us. He has picked the James Madison
Napiers
as the Sun Belt champions. He has picked Miami to win the ACC. We still need David Collier winners for Conference USA and the SEC. Right now, we'll get conference championship winners for the Big Ten and the MAC. Let's start with the Big Ten. Let's start with Lucas.
For the Big Ten,
We'll start in the Big Ten.
let's go with Ohio State.
They are the prohibitive odds-on favorite. And I think Indiana has positioned themselves well. But I don't see Indiana as a long-term. I think everything went perfectly to plan last year. I think they'll win 10 games a year until Kurt Cignetti leaves.
Yes.
Will they be that type of team? I mean, they even had some breaks fall their way last year to allow themselves to be in that position, and then they just were rolling at the end. I think they did really well to get some guys to come back. Now, that offensive line is back mostly for Indiana. I think they'll still have a great running game. That defense is plug and play, I think. I don't want to pick Indiana. Nothing against them, but I don't see Indiana repeating in the Big Ten.
It's a new era.
It's a new era.
I mean,
Google him. Where would you land in the Big Ten?
I think I'm in the same boat. I think everybody's told us Julian Sands really good. Maybe a year under his belt, he's better. Not that he was bad in any way, shape, or form. I don't know, maybe the Ohio State defense isn't as good, but I still think I would go with the Buckeyes. Just the offensive firepower. Kind of along the same lines as Texas Tech. I'm not envisioning a huge drop-off, but like you said, some things have to fall your way. Yeah. You know, just like, do I envision Texas Tech forcing as many turnovers as they did last year? That's hard to repeat, right? Yeah. And some of the stuff that Indiana did is just hard to repeat. So I think I would go with Ohio State.
We have where LeBron is signing.
Uh-oh.
Well,
yeah, let's
hold on. We'll get there. I'll go Oregon.
Of course you would.
I'll go Oregon.
Former future Oklahoma head coach Dan Lanning. Nope, not going to happen. If I talking about it enough, it'll happen eventually.
Is that what you want to happen?
I wanted it to happen whenever there was an opening at Oklahoma, yeah.
I refuse to let the show be derailed by LeBron James.
Yeah.
So we'll go straight to the MAC.
Okay.
And MAC champions.
Okay.
David Collier?
Yeah, I didn't look this one up.
Lucas White, do you have a MAC champion? Speaking of Akron, Ohio.
Since my favorite MAC school is now in the Mountain West, which makes absolutely no sense for that, I'm going to go with Miami of Ohio.
So Miami of Ohio, Toledo, and Western Michigan are the favorites. Western Michigan has a quarterback named Brock Lowry.
Brock Lowry.
Dutch, texter to the program, is a big Toledo guy.
I'll roll with Dutch and go with the Rockets.
A rocket? I'm shooting a rocket. That's Snead always thinks I have no idea what it is.
No. Are you going Western Michigan then?
So you're going Miami of Ohio. You're going Toledo.
Yeah.
I'll take Western Michigan.
There we go.
Let's go all different there.
Okay.
And LeBron James is signing with
Philadelphia 76ers.
I told you guys. I told you.
2
what did
years,
I tell you?
$8 million.
What'd I tell you? He wants to get a championship for a team that that hasn't won one in forever.
Wow.
So easy. I predicted that like 3 weeks ago.
I mean, I don't know that we can do anything else in the show but talk 76ers for the rest of the day. I mean, Bullfighter is just...
He probably already bought his LeBron jersey.
Enthralled with this. So we'll do very little of that moving forward. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score is the End of the Bench. It is time for Ask The Benchwarmers. You can get your questions in the Yates Flooring Center chat line. David, Clint and I recorded our Red Raider Recon yesterday.
Okay.
Red Raider Recon previewing the offensive line. The offensive line episode coming out in mere minutes, ranking the Big 12 offensive lines, at least the top of them. BYU clear favorite as the best offensive line. Returning production, grown men, whatever else. I think Texas Tech is somewhere in that next tier. I think Cincinnati is highly thought of for their offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
They have a guy, Tangenstall, who's been in some lists and whatnot. Houston, I think, is in the running for most improved offensive line. Of course, that starts with Shadre Hurst from Tulane transferring in. I think West Virginia is going to have a good offensive line. But where does Texas Tech fit, would you say, amongst offensive lines in the Big 12 heading into this season?
That's a great question, Rob. You're the offensive line guy. Well, Well, I mean, you're certainly improved, right?
I think so, yeah. And depending on what you're talking about, I think you're going to be improved in run blocking.
Yeah, well, and that's...
I think Zambrano and Church both improve you there. You're going to be another year older with Ponton and Sampson. And you've got 27 starts coming back at center, which I think is important.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the addition of Church, I mean, somebody that obviously is going to make an immediate impact, I think that helps. I think we talked about this a lot during the summer. You know, maybe you didn't get everything you wanted there, but you kind of, with Hunter Zambrano, you're really seeing him healthy for real for the first time. And it seemed like that was somebody that people were excited about a year ago whenever he transferred in. I mean, there's some continuity there. I think you like Jacob Ponton, don't you?
I love him.
Yeah. I mean, some issues that you...
Pre-snap, yeah. But I think what he does in between the whistles has been so good.
Yeah.
And he was a freshman.
I was about to say, that's a freshman making...
I mean, he made a start in his true freshman season. It was the bowl game against Arkansas. The next year, he is your starting right tackle.
Yeah.
And some of that is injury, but other is just him. He's that good that he forced his way onto the field.
Well, and I don't know if Taylor Lewan is some... I mean, I would certainly listen to Taylor Lewan and a lot of... And that seemed like somebody he was impressed with whenever he came to town.
If you're going to listen to Taylor Lewan on anything, it would be offensive
from the line play. Yeah. Maybe not his opinions on other stuff, but...
Yeah. They're starting a new college football show.
I saw that. Them and Josh Pate, is that... So basically they've taken the segment that was on one of those shows in the morning. Was it Green? Yeah, whatever Greeny show is.
Greeny. Greeny. It's time to watch some Greeny.
If their producers don't do that, he's probably on vacation right now anyway, right?
Yeah, probably.
Who takes vacation this time of year?
Some questions
Staycation.
here. Somebody's going to be on vacation all week next week. 2 people on vacation all week this week. Hey, y'all leave noted Houston sports fan bullfighter alone. JK, keep it up. He deserves it. That's from El Jefe. Benchwarmers, did Phoenix humidity affect how bad Will Hammond played last year against ASU?
I don't think of humidity when I think of Phoenix.
No. Kind of a dry...
Yeah, dry heat.
Dry desert, isn't it? Maybe you meant elevation?
Yeah, maybe that.
Will Hammond came into a pressure-packed situation in Utah, but your brain's turned off in that situation, right? Because you're just coming in. You've gotten the lay of the land. You've gotten the feel of the game. It's like a closer coming in. Well, you put a closer out there to start, and his brain space isn't quite the same.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot of it. I mean, that was Will Hammond's first start. And it was against a team that wanted you dead because you beat them the year before.
Yeah.
And they played their best game of the year. Probably their best game in the last 2 years in that game against Texas Tech. And it took a miraculous drive, a phantom, not phantom, but stupid roughing the passer. Mm-hmm. An offsides call that was just waived.
Yeah.
Unbelievably.
Yeah, that one was.
And so there were a lot of things in that game. You were really close. And Will Hammond was really good in the fourth quarter. The last 5 minutes of that game, Will Hammond, that's exactly who you need him to be all year. If Will Hammond is as good in the fourth quarter of Arizona State, I mean, if he's as good this year as he was in the fourth quarter against Arizona State, you're going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
If he's as good as he was in the fourth quarter against Utah, you might win a national championship. It's just doing that full games and not a lot of what he did against Kansas or a lot of what he did against Oklahoma State early. Though he made some good passes against Oklahoma State and they didn't connect down the field. Benchwarmers getting closer to the trade deadline. What do the Rangers do? You can watch the Rangers on Fubo. Also, why haven't they DFA'd Breaux Martin yet? I don't know. I don't know why Chris Martin has continued to be paid by the Texas Rangers. They should cut him forever. I do like the Fubo graphics
that's
on
a nice
the AI
graphic,
photo.
yeah.
What should the Rangers do at the trade deadline? They should add a bat and a proven bullpen arm. What will they do? I don't know that they can do anything. I keep saying this. You're not going to sell off Walcott for something big.
Well, he's playing now anyway. Why not bring him up?
Well, he could come in DH.
Yes, but...
He can't play in the field yet.
Okay, have him DH. Certainly.
And I'd have to look at his splits. I don't know his splits off the top of my head. If he has a pulse against left-handed pitching, you could just bring him up and platoon him with Jock Peterson.
Yeah.
And he could be a platoon DH. Do you want to waste a roster spot on 2 DH-only guys, though Jock can play some in the field? But you're not going to take a guy who can play in the field off the roster to add Sebastian Walcott, who's only going to hit. I think if Sebastian Walcott is up, Jock Peterson's not on the team.
Fair.
So
I trade Jock Peterson.
Bingo, bango. I think
what good is he doing?
I mean, Jake Berger, Jock Peterson, some of the Evan Carter, some of these guys that are up right now and have some holes in their game could be on the block. But that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to trade off major league ready talent or veteran guys to go get other veteran guys that might fit your team better.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have a problem with any of those 3 being traded right now, right?
No, and look, Evan Carter, part of the World Series team.
Yeah. That's never going to change, though. I mean, it's still...
Sure, little savior.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so good at the end of that. But he has been hurt or bad the rest of the time he's been up, pretty much. Then every once in a while, he'll hammer a ball off a left-handed pitcher, and you're like, oh, he can do it. We should believe in him. But it's more, I just like Evan Carter, I think, as a dude. He's not done much as a baseball player. Bullfighter says Jock can't play in the field. Do you not remember him in the outfield? He looked like you running around out there. I didn't say he played in the field well, but he can physically play in the field. Sebastian Walcott can't throw a ball. He just had Tommy John.
Yeah.
He can Shohei bat for you. He can swing a bat, but he literally cannot play in the field. He's not medically cleared to play in the field. He's medically cleared to swing a bat. Jock Peterson can stand in the field. Medically cleared to do so.
Just not Skip Schumacher cleared.
No, and he shouldn't be.
No.
If you're having to borrow a glove from somebody to play a specific position, you shouldn't be in the field. More after this, but it's the bottom line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.